Greetings to all my friends out there, none of whom are in the chat room at the moment. But how y'all doing tonight? Friday night. My friend BVD is actually streaming tonight, but he's streaming a high school football game, and that's not terribly interesting to me. So I thought I would jump on and see if there are other people out there who want to give a listen, hang out for a little while, just enjoy, talk some college football, talk some watches, whatever you want to do. And if nobody shows up in the next few minutes, I'll just end the stream, delete the video, and nobody will ever know that I even tried, right? But we'll see what happens. Gator Zone showed up. How you doing, sir? He asks about the game day blue helmets. You know, I've seen pictures of them. I like them. I really like those. I don't think we've ever done blue helmets before at UF. So I like them. No, we have done blue helmets before. We did that sort of a light blue. This is more a dark blue. I like them, and I am going to be looking for some of them to show up as, for sale, mini helmets for sale. I'll buy one, definitely. I really a good looking uniform combination they've put together for the game tomorrow that they're going to lose in. Fire Grantham. It is my motto for 2020. I will not rest until Grantham is no longer on the University of Florida coaching staff. Let's see. Junkyard Dogs here. Howdy to you too, sir. Real Big Lee's here. You asked me how's it going. It's going fine. Yeah, you're right, Gator Zone. They did have the blue helmets for a little while in the 60s, from 63 to 67, but they were a different color blue. They were a lighter blue. I wonder if I can. I've never tried sharing a window before. I'm going to try this. Let me see if I can find a picture of it. Hang on a minute. Let's see here. Yeah. Now, let's see if I can do this right here. I've not tried screen sharing before here, so. Browser can't access your screen. Okay, well. I have a feeling this is not going to work. Nope, won't let me do it. So the hell with it. It's kind of a lighter blue with a orange stripe down the middle, and a orange F in a white circle with an orange border around it. It's this is obviously, yeah. They say it's a 64 to 65 throwback helmet. So I don't know how to make screen sharing happen on Firefox, and I really don't want to start trying to figure it out in the middle of a stream, but whatever. No, Big Lee, we are not going to be extending Grantham. Hey, Razorback fan number one, I haven't seen you in a little while. How you doing, sir? Can Celine Driver give me one upset for tomorrow? Yeah, I'll give you one upset for tomorrow that is very has a good potential. Arkansas wins their game. I think that would be an upset. So that's one. Florida beating Missouri. To me, that would be an upset. That's another one. Let's see. Gator Zone said, look up Spur. He was wearing blue helmets. Yeah, okay. And Peprex is here. How you doing, sir? I wonder if I can do this. Hang on a minute. Now, can't figure that out. Well, I'll have to figure it out later. I can't figure out how to set up screen sharing so that StreamYard can work with it. So I'll figure that out some other time. It's not terribly important. Yeah, I know Carter does screen share a lot. I don't think he's using the same set. I'm using an iMac with Firefox, and I don't know. Let me try one more time. Browser can't access your screen. Try capturing a different screen. See if this continues. No. I don't know. Figure it out later. It's not terribly important. I'm here to talk. And eventually I'll drop the link into there, and we'll get some folks on here and see if they want to share the yard with me, and go from there. And let's see. Gator Zone is telling me that defensive tackle Kyrie Campbell is back tomorrow. Huge for Florida. Okay. Does he know how to tackle? That would be nice if we could actually have someone, at least one person on the defense that knows how to tackle. That would be nice. And maybe one person in the secondary that knows how to cover a receiver. That would be nice too, because we played 3 games and I haven't seen any evidence that this defense knows how to tackle, knows how to pressure a quarterback, or knows how to cover a receiver. And I don't think we have any linebackers playing at all. I really don't. I don't see them. And evidently, the people who set up the TV schedule don't see it either, because we're relegated to the SEC Network alternate channel. We're the number 10 team in the country, and we're on the alternate channel. We don't even rate the SEC Network. I mean, who's playing on the SEC? Hang on a minute. Hang on. Who's playing at 7:30 on the main channel? Arkansas at Texas A&M. They rate the SEC Network channel, whereas the Florida game rates the alternate channel. That is how far the Florida Gators have dropped off the radar of credibility because of Todd Grantham and this worthless defense. Fire Grantham. Get him out of Gainesville. Bottom line. Razorback wants to know, how am I feeling going into the election on Tuesday? Apprehensive. I have a feeling something really, really bad is going to happen. And if you know about my personal beliefs and proclivities, you know what I mean by that. And I just have this really, really bad feeling about what's going to happen. Well, for one thing, I've predicted that we are not going to know who won until somewhere between Thanksgiving and probably mid-December. So we're not going to know who won for a while anyway. We're going to have a lot of silliness going on out there, and I hope that people are prepared for it. I hope they're prepared for life disruptions. I hope they're prepared for bad things happening in cities and bad things happening in towns all over the place. So I hope people are ready for this, because whether they're ready or not, it's coming. So I am very, very apprehensive about the whole thing. Never seen anything like this environment in my lifetime. And at age 55, when I say my lifetime, I'm talking about a pretty good number of years. At this point, I am my father now. So I'm not looking forward to the next month and a half. I'm really not. Let's see. Gator Zone said is talking about this guy, Kyrie Campbell. He's saying that he was a monster last year. Pressuring the quarterback is a good way to clean up your poor coverage. Yeah, that's true. Well, let's hope he's a monster again this year, because God knows we are playing with a defense of mice, and we need a monster to kick them in the ass and get them to play properly. Gator Zone said we got the SEC network alternate because the rescheduling. No, we got the SEC network alternate channel because we suck rocks, and because of the rescheduling, but we suck. Texas A&M is higher ranked, and Archie is a fun team to watch. Well, that may very well be, but Texas A&M is probably going to run over Archie. But we'll see what happens. Let's see. He says, Gators all being funny here. I can't wait until Election Day so we can start talking about 2024. No, please, God, no. Kanye West wins and I'm moving to Guam. It's probably be a smart move, sir. My very good friend Random Rob of the Random Rob Watch channel is here. He's a big influence on my channel. He's telling me not to be a negative Nancy. Okay, then. Blue Shirt Buddha is here. He's another watch guy. How you doing, sir? Random Rob is telling me the Bulova surfboard video done. We'll send watch to you on Monday. Maybe that'll cheer you up. Yeah. Getting that watch in will definitely cheer me up. Not to mention the content would be nice. Tennessee Mike is here. How you doing? Flippin' Zippo is here. He says, howdy, fellas. Geez, I got more watch people in here than sports people. That's pretty damn good, isn't it? Yeah, I really want to review that surfboard, Rob. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. Still haven't sold my Aviate watch yet. I wish that thing would get out of here. Damn thing's all boxed up and ready to go. It just needs a place to go and somebody to buy it. So I just I don't know why it's so hard for me to sell watches lately. I must be doing something wrong. I must be putting people off. That's what it is. They don't like my voice. They say I sound too much like Tom Hanks. That's what it is. Maybe I should talk like this. Sound like, I don't know who I'd sound like then. Ever. I don't know. I just can't seem to sell anything. I got about 4 more watches I'd like to sell after this Aviate gets out of here, but I can't seem to move them. I don't know. And now with Sunday Fun Day being gone, what can I do? Yeah, the Dorenzo. I sold the Dorenzo last week to somebody on the Discord. I didn't get nearly what I wanted for it, but I got it sold and got the money and got it out of here. And I lost money on the whole thing. So I must be a true watch flipper because I sold a watch and lost money in the transaction. So I must be Random Rob Jr. because I got my ass taken out of that one. So, but what can I do? It had to go. It's gone. So on to the next one. The Aviate's got to go. And then I got 4 Seikos that I need to sell. So those watches should be fairly popular, but they probably won't sell either. So I'll end up keeping them. But that's the way it goes as a flipper, right, Rob? You just sit on them and sit on them and sit on them, and eventually somebody takes them for less money than you wanted. Libby's here shooting birds at me. That's nice. Hey, did any of the watch guys in here? Did any of you see the video I put up today? I definitely kicked over a hornet's nest on that one. That video definitely has stirred up a lot of people. They have become very animated about that watch, that video. Now Ballard Sports Media is here. That's good. That's good. Let's see. I don't know who Gator Zone is talking to, but he's probably talking to Ballard about Alabama since Ballard's a Bama fan. I don't think anybody's nervous about Mississippi State. That's probably not something people are getting agitated about. So not worth worrying. Alabama will handle that business fairly easily. Get rid of that. No, Alabama's probably going to be so far ahead of in that game by halftime. They'll start putting in their second string. Who's the backup quarterback at Alabama? He's going to get some playing time tomorrow, I suspect. Yeah. Leach will probably sling it around, but he hasn't got the talent to keep up with Alabama. Bryce Young, thank you. Yeah, Bryce Young will see some significant playing time on Saturday. I'm willing to bet. I'm more interested to see what happens with Uncle Lou when he sees Stetson Bennett trot out onto the field against Kentucky, and how many mini strokes is he going to have during that game? I usually don't watch the live streams that Lou does that are the non-Patreon live streams, But I might tune into that one just to see how Lou is handling that game, even though Georgia's probably going to run away against Kentucky with that game. I want to see how Lou handles that game because I don't think anything frustrates him more than Georgia's offense. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So let's see real quick. If you're in here, well, first of all, I'm glad y'all are in here. Don't forget to click the thumbs up button. That does help with the channel. It does help make my channel more noticeable. If you are of a mind to do so, I put the PayPal link in the description if you want to contribute to the channel in any way. And of course, the super chat function is available at the bottom of the chat window. Obviously, none of that is absolutely necessary. More than happy to have you guys in the stream, whether you super chat me or PayPal me or just sit here and give me grief, like Libby, who rolls in, shoots 4 or 5 birds at me with the emojis, and then disappears. Let's see. The Fiddle Rocker. That's a name I have not seen here before. Good to see you online. Okay. You know, I have a sneaking suspicion I know who the Fiddle Rocker is, but I might be wrong. Does the Fiddle Rocker live in Tennessee? Would be my first question. I wonder. Let's see. KJ Costello, plus minus 8 interceptions. Who's KJ Costello? Why do I know that name and yet don't know that name? But whatever. No, I don't think Alabama is going to pick off 8 passes in one game. That seems unlikely to me. But then again, turnover Terry Taylor is a turnover machine, so you never know. Don't worry about that, Gator Zone. You don't have to do anything. Okay, Fiddle Rocker is from Chattanooga. Now, I know somebody in Chattanooga. Let's see. Did the Fiddle Rocker go to the same high school I did? See, this will be the answer to the question. Because if he says yes, then I think I know who that is. See, I thought I knew. Now I know who Fiddle Rocker is. Fiddle Rocker is who I think he is. This is one of my 2 very best friends from way back, like high school, like 10th grade, way back. I've known him for forever. But unfortunately, he lives up in Chattanooga now, so I don't get to see him very often. But I hope you're doing all right there, sir. I hope you're that health problem you were having has gone away. I know you were doing some significant lifestyle changes to make that go away, and it looked like you were having great success in it. So I hope that success has continued for you. Yes, it has. Good. So what are you doing here on a sports/watch channel? I mean, you don't like college football, and I don't think you own a watch, do you? You just looking at my ugly mug and saying, damn, am I that old? No, you don't have gray hair yet, so don't worry about it. Let's see. Ballard says Alabama is starting to rally back on Florida in college volleyball. Who cares about college volleyball? The only reason I watch college volleyball, I only watch women's college volleyball is because of the tight shorts. Yes, I'm a pig. Leave me alone. Okay. I'm single and I like pretty women in tight shorts. Sue me. Report me to YouTube. Go ahead. Even those beta males will agree with me. Pardon me. Let's see. Bob's Barbecue in Chattanooga is must when passing through. God, I can't remember. Oh, I remember the last time I was in Chattanooga was in the early 2000s. I mean, like 2000, 2001, when I was still living in Atlanta. My Mustang Club would do a run up to Chattanooga and actually go there for, to go to the aquarium, have a meal, walk around, do touristy things, and then drive back home. And we would only use back roads. We would not use I-75. So we would use only back roads to go to Chattanooga and then come home again. So it was all about the drive back then. It was a lot of fun. Florida winning the Natty in volleyball, so says Gator Zone. Okay, wonderful. Ballard says he's trying to be a sportscaster, and you never know when you end up where you end up, so you try and get into as much sports. But okay, well, that makes sense. Well, if you're watching women's volleyball, then I hope you're doing something to stay awake. That would be nice. Let's see. Let's see. Fiddle Rocker says he's doing well. Not so worried about that, meaning his health thing anymore. That's good. I'm glad. He's worried about the election. We're all worried about the election, sir. We're just worried about different sides of it. Wanted to see my thoughts. Well, I try to avoid politics in this channel as much as I can because it just starts ugliness that I don't want and could draw too much attention from YouTube and get me shut down, which I also don't want. But I think after the election is over on the 3rd and we start getting into the counting and the who won and all the shenanigans that are going to go on, especially from the other side of where I am, they're the other side, and so on, that I don't think we're going to find out who the winner is literally in the month of November. I really don't think the winner is going to be declared until December. It's going to be very, very ugly out in the public, either by design or by happenstance, probably by design. And quite frankly, I'm glad I don't live in a big city right now. I live in a decent sized city, but I don't live in something like a Tampa or an Orlando or a Chattanooga or an Atlanta or a Miami or anywhere like that. So I'm glad I don't live in those type of places right now because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of inner cities lighting up. And I think it's going to get very ugly. I think that's the reason that this whole week, the market, even though we had an excellent GDP report yesterday, and some decent economic news, the markets are down like a couple of thousand points in the Dow Jones. So I think that the market is trying to signal ahead that it knows that some bad shit's coming after November 3rd, and it's pre-positioning itself in case things go really bad. So I think the guys in the economic category are trying to telegraph to us what they think is going to happen from November 4th onward. So I might be wrong about that. As always, consult your financial professional before doing anything. But I think the markets are telegraphing something right now. So I think we all better kind of hang on and hope it's not as bumpy a ride as everyone thinks it's going to be. Albert Sancho is here. Good evening to you too, sir. Let's see. Ken Spear is checking in from Pittsburgh as his traditional greeting. Pittsburgh is going to be one of those critical cities on November 3rd. So I hope it stays peaceful where you are, Ken. I hope it stays peaceful wherever any of you guys are. But God, I hope it stays peaceful in the big cities. I really do. Let's see. Fiddle Rocker says he's stockpiled 3 months of food. Good idea. I've done roughly the same. So I really hope there aren't a lot of disruptions out there. But I would be ready just in case. Let's see. How far do I live from Orlando and Tampa? Well, Orlando is in the middle of the state, and Tampa's on the more or less on the coast. So I'm pretty far from Orlando. It's about an hour and a half drive from Orlando, from where I am to Orlando. It's about, well, actually maybe more like, it's about a 45-minute drive from where I am to Tampa. Well, okay, more accurately, from where I am to the I-4 interchange at 75 and I-4 in Tampa, a little north of Tampa, is about 45 minutes. And then if you get on I-4 from there and you head to Orlando, it's maybe another hour from there. So that'll give you an idea. I'm about 50 miles south of Tampa, roughly. So it doesn't take that long to get there. It's an easy drive. I do it a lot, actually. Yeah, that's true, Ken. There are spikes in the Wuhan Red Death, and that affects the markets as well. A lot of the spiking, I think we can attribute to the fact that there's more testing. I mean, if you test more, you're going to find more cases, right? That's logical. I really wish people wouldn't focus on the number of cases and focus more on the death rate. And the death rate is actually steady or dropping, depending on the demographic. So, I mean, it's a highly, it's, you know, this is not a child's play disease by any stretch of the imagination. It is not. It is to be taken very seriously. But it should also be taken seriously that the recovery rate from this disease is extremely high, except in certain circumstances, like what I have, for example. I'm over 50. I'm not quite senior citizen yet, but I'm 55. I am a type 2 diabetic. I have I have a condition that makes getting COVID more risky. I have risk factors. I'm older. I have type 2 diabetes. So I don't want it. Certainly I don't. And when the vaccine becomes available, you're damn straight I'm going to go get it, because I believe that I should take all the precautions that I can for myself, for my children, and for my parents, who are obviously even older and more susceptible. So that's where I am on that. But for someone like, for example, like Trevor Lawrence, we all know Trevor Lawrence, which is a perfect example. He's what? Early 20s at best, 20, 21, 22. He's an athlete. He's in fantastic shape. He's got COVID, and he has a 99+% chance of recovery from the disease. So, and a lot of people, 20s, 30s, even 40s have 90 plus percent, 95 plus percent chance of full recovery from the disease. So this is not a, this isn't the common cold. This isn't the sniffles. This is a serious disease with serious consequences, but it's a recoverable disease. And the fact that the media focuses more on, oh, we set a record today with 10 trillion brand new cases in one day, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Yes, there are more cases. We're heading into winter, flu season. People are staying indoors more. Indoors versus outdoors is a bad thing for Wuhan Red Death. So, and we're testing more people every day. You test more people, you're going to find more people. I mean, if you're looking for clams and you start digging a hole and you find some clams and you dig another hole right next to it, you find more clams. And you dig a hole right next to that, you're likely to find more clams. So if you start looking for more clams, you'll find more clams. If you start looking for Wuhan Red Death, you'll find it by testing for it. That's logic. But the key statistic, in my humble opinion, and I would think in the humble opinion of more learned people than myself, is what's going on with the death rate. How many people per 100,000 or per 1,000 or per 1 million cases, however, whatever the number is. Let's say it's deaths per 100,000. If the death rate per 100,000 is staying pretty much the same or it's even dropping a little bit, that's progress. Now, if the death rate is spiking with the number of cases, that's a big problem, obviously. But if you have more cases and yet the death rate isn't moving, what does that tell you logically? You figure it out. Let's see. Albert says, it's been a while since I've been to Orlando. Yeah, me too. I don't like going to Orlando. I mean, there's nothing in Orlando that's drawing me to Orlando. The last time I was in Orlando was many, many years ago, where I actually had to drive to Orlando to a automotive accessory place to place an in-person order for a pair of Corbeau sports seats, because they wouldn't let me order them over the phone with a credit card. They say they cost too much to order over the phone with a card. They wanted me to run the card in person to make sure I was serious that I wanted to order the seats. So I had to get in my car and drive to Orlando to order, literally drive to Orlando, walk into a store, say, I want these seats, this color combination with this bracket. Here's my card, ran the card, and I'm out the door in 10 minutes. And I killed 3.5 hours of my life to do that. Stupid. And then I had to, of course, when the seats came in and about a month later, I had to drive out there to go get them again. And I mean, that I can understand, but why make me drive all the way up there to order a pair of seats? Dumb. Let's see. Vandy Dandy's here. I didn't see you come in, sir. How are you? China let it loose on purpose so they wouldn't be the only country affected by it. I'm not going to get into the conspiracy theories. They probably did, but I'm not. I don't want to go there. It's just, you've been to the Wuhan train station? Oh, willingly? Okay, well, why it happened, how it happened, that'll be rehashed by historians long after you and I are gone and buried and turned to dust. So why it happened. It happened. It is what it is. Let's see. What do you think? Let's do this. Okay, there's the link to here. So if anybody wants to come in and keep me company, just click that link and you'll be brought in, and I'll let you in. Just behave yourself. That's all. Meanwhile, I check something real quick. Yeah. That's interesting. Breaking news: 2 New Orleans cops shot in the French Quarter. Okay, well, that cop, so let's kill the cop silliness is now come to New Orleans. So, oh boy, here we go. Another city, is going to light themselves up. Terrific. Well, while I'm waiting to see if anybody wants to come into the StreamYard, that's fine. Floridian is here. How are you, sir? You missed a whole bunch of the watch guys. They were in here earlier. Rob was here. Tennessee Mike was here. Let's see who else was here. Blue Shirt Buddha was here. Flippin' Zippo was here. Random Rob was here. They never stay very long. Let's see. Rob Dog's here. How you doing, man? I'm probably trying to stop riders, and somebody took a shot at him. Well, Eric Wojo. That's somebody I haven't seen here before. How are you, sir? What do I think about the Zelos Horizons Field Watch? Good question. I like them. I didn't order one. My dad did order the cobalt blue Horizon with the 12-hour bezel. I thought he was going to order the green one. He was talking about that one, and actually told me to order one the next day when they came out. And then he emails me about 2 hours before the release time and said, order the cobalt blue one. So I emailed him back and said, do you still want the green one too? He said, no, just the cobalt blue one. So we're waiting for that. It probably won't be here for a little while. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I think that the green one is really the good looking of the 3 field watches. But I'm not in a buying mode right now with respect to watches. I'm sort of doing a wait and see what happens with a lot of different things that are going to start going on out there in the world. But if I was going to order one of them, I would order the green one. I think it's going to be a hell of a watch. I don't think they've sold out yet, Eric. So I think if you're going to grab the green one, I would go ahead and do it. Floridian, yeah, they're too busy flipping their watch. I'm trying to flip one watch, Floridian. I just have one watch that I have up for sale right now, and I can't move the damn thing. I mean, people have expressed, they like the watch. They think it's a really nice looking watch. They like the post on Facebook. They give me thumbs ups on Discord, but nobody buys the damn thing from me. So, I don't know what to do. It's a really nice aviator style watch, but nobody will buy it. It's at a really good price too, but nobody wants it. Ken picked up an Omega Seamaster Aquaterra. Oh, nice watch. Very nice watch, sir. Good. Um, Hope you post a picture up or something someday. That'd be nice to see. Floridian says back in West Virginia now, then headed back down to St. Pete in a week. Well, safe travels, sir. Be careful. It's funny. Usually about this time of year in this area, west coast of Florida, we start seeing more license plates from Canada, and then eventually we start seeing the Midwestern license plates and stuff like that. Haven't really seen them lately. I don't know. I guess people aren't traveling as much this year. Hang on a minute. My camera went a little wonky. I got to try this little trick, makes the camera reset. Nope, didn't reset. I'm still too bright over here. Oh, that sucks. Let's see if that helps. No, now it just goes out of focus. Terrific. Hang on, let me try it again. Well, at least it's back in focus anyway. I'll just leave it alone. Whatever. Rob Dog says they are not allowed to leave their states. Well, I guess they'll be shoveling snow instead of coming down here and enjoying the nice weather. Not too many folks at airports either, huh, Floridian? Well, at least that'll make No, Ken, I sold the Dorenzo. I sold it. That's not the watch I'm talking about. I sold that a week ago. In fact, I think the new owner probably has it by now. But yeah, I sold that. I didn't get what I wanted for it, but I got enough for it where I'm happy with the transaction. I can just move on. I'm selling another watch now. It's a completely different watch. I've got to sell off a few watches. I have too many. And trying to save some money up for a Grail watch that I have my eye on. So, got to get some of these watches out of here. You're on Instagram. Well, I'm not. But I don't know. Some people say I should get on Instagram. My two children say, "Stay off of Instagram, Dad. We don't want you there." I said, "Oh, thank you." Oh, okay. Floridian says you can leave your state. You just have to quarantine 14 days when you get back. Well, I guess that makes sense. Um, I'm not planning on leaving this. As a matter of fact, I got some emails from my friends in the Sling Club of America. They were wondering why I hadn't signed up for the annual Tail of the Dragon trip that happens in November every year. And I didn't sign up for this year's one, and they were concerned. And I said, no, this is just not a good time for me to be traveling. So I'm not going to that one. Maybe next year. But that's part of the reason why I'm not doing it. No, I'm not selling any Zelos, Floridian. I am quite content with all my Zelos. I can think of maybe one that I would sell, but I still like that one, and that would be the only one that I would point to and say, if I had to sell one Zelos today, it would be that one. And I still don't want to sell it. I still like that watch too much, even though it is a little bit redundant in my collection. I still like it too much. It gives me that Submariner vibe, and I like that. Pardon me. You see, the thing though, Rob Dog, I reread your post. You say the thing about that people not coming down here is there are a lot of Canadians that live part time in Florida. They own homes here, and they moved down here for the winter because I don't know if you've ever been to a Canadian city in the wintertime, but it can be a bit on the brutal side. Even if you're used to that kind of weather, it can get brutal. So a lot of them own homes here, and they come down here and spend 6 months, and then go back up right around Easter. We call it the season down here, and right around November, mid-November towards Thanksgiving. A lot of Midwesterners who also own property down here, they'll come down here and they'll stay for multiple months. My neighbor, for example, until just recently, she passed away, and her kids own the place now. But she's from Chicago, and 20 years ago, she bought this townhouse that is next door to me. And she came down here every winter and spent 3 months here during the worst part of the Chicago winter because she just didn't, she had the money, she had the wherewithal, and she had the desire not to live in Chicago during the dead of winter. So she did that, but she's gone now, and her kids own the place, and they're going to keep it and just use it as a vacation home for when they come down here and spend a few weeks or days or whatever. So like a timeshare for the family. Floridian, very true. You have to go north to be in the South in Florida, because the further south you go in Florida, the further north you are because of the nature of migration. It's ironic that northern Florida, with the exception of Gainesville, is very southern. But the further south you go in Florida, the more, well, on my side of the state, you get more Midwesterners because of I-75. On the East Coast, because of I-95, you get a lot more New Englanders, Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Boston, New York, Philly, Pennsylvania. And they all migrate into the southern part of Florida, except for Dade County, which is pretty much all Cuban now. Not that that's a bad thing, just it is what it is. Great food down there. Yes, Albert, very true. A lot of New Yorkers are moving to Florida. The problem is they move to Florida and they don't change their voting habits and they don't change their attitudes. They run away from a city and a state with incredibly high taxes and policies and lifestyle rules and regulations that they don't like. And then they come to the South and they say, and they start voting for the same type of people that they're running away from. And all of a sudden, you've New Yorked Florida or you've New Yorked North Carolina. And you've got the same problems because you didn't change your attitudes or your voting habits when you left the place you were trying to get away from. Makes no sense. Ken Spears said he would love to do Tail of the Dragon if I ever got a worthy vehicle. If you have a motorcycle or you have a T-Rex or a good sports car, a Miata or a S2000 or something like that, or you have a decent handling muscle car like a good Mustang or a Camaro or something with a good suspension underneath it, and you want to have the time of your life, and yeah, the Tail of the Dragon is that road. It is a fantastic road. I highly, highly recommend it. If you are a car enthusiast or you're a biker, that is definitely a road that you have to experience once in your life. I've been there 4 times, and I can't wait to go back. And the roads around the Dragon too, like Hellbender, Hellbender 28, and the road leading out of Robbinsville, leading up to the Dragon. Oh yeah, and I think it's called the Shenandoah Skyway. Oh yeah, yeah. You got to do those roads. Those are some fantastic roads. Lots and lots of fun, but you better have a car under you that's good. You better have good tires, better brakes. Your suspension better be tuned up and tight. And if you got any kind of mechanical problems in your steering or traction, stay home, or you're going to be a big old grease spot on the side of the mountain or in a valley. Some of those drop-offs are pretty steep. I've seen them. In fact, on my channel, on this channel, if you search for it, you'll see the video I shot of my very first run on the Dragon. It's about 17 minutes. And it's the run from Deals Gap into Tennessee and to the end of the Dragon where it officially ends. And you will get a very good idea of what it's like to run the Dragon from that video. And it's not like I was tearing the road up, trust me. But I had a ton of fun. Let's see. Floridian says basically North Florida is really South Georgia. Yeah. Yeah. Or South Alabama, depending on what part of North Florida you're on. Florida home prices are always going up, Albert. The bet is here. Oh, joy. Whoopee. We're not keeping Grantham, sir. We're not doing it. Nobody wanted to come into the StreamYard with me. I'm sad by that. That's a shame. Now, well, then I'm going to end the stream, guys, because I am getting a little tired. I did have a dentist appointment today, and I'm actually a little sore in here, so I'm going to wrap the stream up because I've only got a few people in here. It's been an hour, and my mouth hurts, quite frankly. So I'm going to wrap it up. I appreciate you guys coming in, spending some time. I enjoyed it. I hope you'll come back again and see in the near future when I stream again. But for tonight, I'm just going to say good night. Thanks for stopping by. On the way out, click that thumbs up button for me, guys. I'd appreciate it. I will talk to you guys later. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the games. Good luck to all your teams. Unless you're a Missouri fan, maybe you'll let Florida win one because they're probably going to lose anyway. Y'all have a good rest of the evening. Enjoy your weekend.